Hello. How's everybody doing? So, like always, first off, this is sponsored by USCCA. If you want the best in firearm carry insurance, pick this up. And today, we're talking about the warrior mindset. So, it's really important to keep what you're going to carry and be safe about it. So, what is a positive mental attitude? A positive mental attitude is where you sit here and you take what life is punching you. Remember, life is going to punch you. It's going to punch you hard. It's going to knock you down. And like it said in Rocky, one of the greatest quotes in Rocky, the final one, Rocky Balboa, he said, life hits you. It's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how you get up. And that is a perfect mindset of a warrior. When we struggle with anything from depression to anxiety and all that, we have to look deep into ourselves and push hard. We got to find that struggle, and we got to get back from that struggle, what it is. So, what kind of mindset should we have? All right? Well, first off, you got to sit back and you got to look at your situation. You got to look at what's going on in your situation completely. You got to understand mentally. Are you going to be able to fix this? Or are you going to be able to have to just cut loose and let go? A true warrior will sit there and they'll understand, hey, this is a situation. Let's break it down into sections. Let's break it down into parts that we can manage. That's the key. We got to be able to manage what's going on. So, when you sit back, let's say your car breaks down. What's the first thing you're gonna do? You don't know shit about cars, but what's the first thing you're gonna do? Anybody, they're gonna try to crank it back up. In life, when life hits you, you gotta learn to crank yourself back up. You gotta take what it is, you gotta chew it up, you gotta spit it out. Because hard times are perfect. There's a great quote, I forgot what it was, by a general. It says, to have peace, you must have war. And every day is war, even if you're not in the military, if you're not a contractor or anything like that. Every day is a war. When you walk out your door, you're going to be facing things in life that could be too hard, that could be impossible that you think to manage. But remember this, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. I got a story. My parents tried to conceive. They tried, and the last chance that they got, the last shot that they were going to do, they found out they were pregnant with me. So that was an impossible mindset that they had. But they stayed true, they stayed firm. And here I am today. And I'll admit it, I'm a fuck up. I screw up a lot of times. And everybody does. I screw up a lot though. I'm 34 years old. I do suffer from health issues. But again, going back to that mental attitude, I don't take, when I'm having a flare-up, I don't take that as a time to whimper and cry. I try to push through. I have 2 young daughters that I love to death. I have a wife that means everything in the world to me. And just because of that alone, I find the courage and the energy to face every day. I did recently have a mental break because no matter how you are, if you hold stuff in your entire life, it's going to come out. And I'm one of those people, I don't really express my feelings that much. And I grew up around my grandfathers and stuff who also never really expressed their feelings too much. And I got it from them. But I have to be able to express my feelings. You have to be able to express your feelings. And I'm going to tell you right now, looking you dead in the eye as best I can with this camera. It's okay to break down. It's okay to say, hey, I can't do this alone. That's why there's people out there that's got your six. There's people out there that you can lean on. Friends, family, all that, And then you break stuff down. You break it down. man, my rent, my utility bills, stuff like that. Let's make a financial chart. Let's break it down. Let's do what we got to do. You know, there's things in life that are so hard that you do feel like you're beaten down, that you'd rather be sitting there and getting shot at than having to deal with it. And I understand that. But I will say this. Keep in mind everything you have. You keep in mind what's going on, and you can do it. I mean, there's really not a lot out there that is worth giving up on. There's nothing in life worth giving up on. And, you know, that's an honest opinion. There's nothing in life to give up on at all. Because you sit there, you find that courage, you find that strength, do everything in your power possible to stand up. Every time you get knocked down, you got to stand up, man. Women, man, any of it. You got to. And we're in a time right now where there's a lot of forces against everybody. You have people who dislike the police. You have people who dislike the government. Things like that that you have to sit back and you have to go, wait, where do I stand in this situation? You know, that's the thing. Where do I stand in this situation? Well, it's easy. Where do you stand? You're you. I'm going to use the comment, for example. Rerun's place. You are you. And you're going to stand up. I got faith in you. I got your six. I got anybody's six. You know, the government's after trying to censor stuff, trying to beat stuff down, things like that. It's not going to happen. Because as Americans, we're used to the challenge. As Americans were founded by a bunch of farmers who got guns and took on the greatest nation at that time, which was England. And in America, we still hold true to that. We still have that mentality. We just gotta learn how to break it out, break through all this. You know, life can be hard. I'm not going to say it's an easy trip. I'm not going to say that anyone is going to have an easy time. But I will say that through hard times, we grow stronger, we grow as individuals, we grow as people who can stand and fight. And that's the truth. There's nothing that says we cannot fight. There's nothing out there that's going to stand in our way at all. Period. You know, nothing that's going to stand in our way, period. Let's say you're going through issues with your spouse, your fiance, your wife, your girlfriend. Break it down. Find out what they want. Find out their feelings. That's something I've lacked, again, because I've been so emotionally detached from everything. I'm a very emotionally detached person when it comes to a lot of stuff. But I do have my daughters that I do care a ton about. And here's my youngest right here. She wants to be a YouTube star herself.
I want to be a police officer.
And she wants to grow up and be a police officer. And like I said, right now people are disliking or hating the police. They want to defund them. What they don't understand is what they don't understand is that if you defund the police, you're defunding their training. You're defunding everything that can actually make them better. We need to fund the police and allow them to get better training, allow them to get better exercises. So, but then again also, what does your future hold? Your story is not yet written. It is being made right now. And how are you going to handle your story? What are they going to say about you 300 years from now? You have to leave your mark on this place. You have to leave your mark on this world. Leave a mark on your children. Give them that mental attitude, that positive mental attitude, that no matter what, I can escape. No matter what, I can break through. No matter what, life can be easy. I mean, life is short in many ways, and the only thing that's guaranteed in life is birth and death. Taxes aren't even guaranteed. So keep that in mind. Everybody's like, oh, death and taxes and death. That's the only thing. No, you're born. You're born crying into this world. And you should go out, look death in the eye, and sing your death song and have glory. That's the way it should be. You should have that strength to know, hey, I'm a strong person. I'm a strong individual. But I just want to jump on here, get live real quick, see if anybody had questions, anything like that. If you're watching, if you have questions, leave a comment, and I'll be glad to respond to that. Any way I can. I'm replying to a comment right now. Sorry. And like I said, if you're watching, you have a question, pop it up. I'll be glad to answer. I'll be glad to talk. I'll be glad to chat. It is 1:40 hours right now. I know it's late for us on the East Coast. I know you still got time to party out there on the West Coast. But right now, I just want to try to drop a little knowledge and give y'all a little faith and hope. If you ever need anything, pop up, send me a message on YouTube, follow me on my social media accounts. They're right there linked all in the on the headliner of my page. You know, either way, guys, peace out, and let's have a new aspect and new prospect in life. That's what we should do. Good night, everybody.